what exactly does it mean to evaluate priority as hiring manager, right? So if you're a hiring manager and you're thinking, okay, I need to hire a Java developer for this project coming up, there's a few different things that you need to identify and realize with yourself before you move forward. Matt, I know you guide this through your team of 10 plus. I'd love to hear your pulse on
Yeah,
really.
yeah, definitely. No, thank you, Rebecca. I always think, and I'll kind of put it from the manager's point of view, but the very first place to begin kind of your, do I need this person is probably also when do I need this person? I think that's a really good place to start, especially when leveraging an agency. I think you really just want to have that targeted in is, can I hire this person right away or do I need them in a quarter from now? So really narrowing down the priority in terms of timeline, I think is very important, especially if you're going to engage an agency like ourselves. We are always here to answer questions about, how we actually go through our processes and begin recruiting as soon as you need us. But I think there's there's probably different strategies around if you are looking to hire somebody now or if you're looking to hire somebody 6 months from now. So I think just figuring that out first is probably a really good place to start.
Totally. Yeah. And I think about that in the scenario of actually a question our director on Matt and my team frequently asks customers and us when we're hiring is, at what point do you reach critical capacity that the hire needs to happen now? And I see that materialize in a couple of different ways. When I'm personally working with clients is maybe we have a position open, right? Say you're hiring for a help desk technician. And we're interviewing and the interview process, wrangling feedback from your stakeholders, the other people in the interview process is taking a long time, right? And you thought this hire was going to be wrapped up in 2 weeks, but it's really been a month or two of the process. I always like to consult and say, look back at what you think that might mean for the actual priority of the role. Are we really at critical capacity quite yet? Sometimes you don't need to reach critical capacity, right? You still need the hire right away. But I think it's just a good thought exploration related to the stat here. 66% of employers reduce skill gaps by hiring. Which scenario do you fall into? Do you fall into that 66% where you do need this person to fill this gap, or can you reassign some people that are on your team and cover things that way? I think uncovering that really shows yourself and your team, one, how to justify the budget because you've already seen that, hey, we can't address these gaps with our current team. Or two, if you can you use that headcount maybe on somewhere that's more pressing or something that might transform the business in a different way? Really asking yourselves those kinds of questions when you think about evaluating priority as a hiring manager before you even start the recruiting process.